what truly awaits us after our last breath. For millennia, humanity has grappled with this profound mystery, crafting countless visions of what comes next. From celestial paradises to endless cycles of rebirth, these afterlives don't just shape our spiritual beliefs. They deeply influence how we live, the choices we make, and the meaning we find in our fleeting existence. Prepare to journey through 12 compelling concepts, each offering a unique glimpse into the great beyond, revealing how diverse cultures and philosophies imagine life after death. Imagine your soul an eternal spark, cycling through countless bodies across different lifetimes. This core belief, known as reincarnation, is fundamental to religions like Hinduism and Buddhism, positing that consciousness continues after death, re-entering a new physical form. The journey is governed by karma, a cosmic law where actions in one life determine circumstances in the next. Good deeds lead to favorable rebirths, perhaps as a human in a comfortable life, while negative actions might result in more challenging existences or even rebirth into lower forms. The ultimate goal, often pursued over many millennia, is to learn all necessary lessons, purify the self, and finally break free from this cycle, achieving a state of complete liberation. Many Abrahamic faiths, including Christianity and Islam, envision an afterlife of divine judgment, where the soul faces ultimate accountability for earthly deeds. After death, an individual's actions, faith, and moral choices are weighed, determining an eternal destination. Heaven is typically depicted as a paradise of eternal bliss, union with God, and reunion with loved ones, reserved for the righteous. Conversely, hell is described as a place of eternal punishment, suffering, and separation from the divine, for those who rejected God's laws or committed grave sins. This powerful duality shapes moral conduct, offers hope for redemption, and serves as a foundational ethical framework, influencing how billions approach their daily lives, motivated by either the promise of reward or the fear of eternal consequence. For the brave warriors of Norse mythology, death in battle wasn't an end but a glorious invitation to Valhalla. This majestic hall, presided over by Odin himself, awaited those who fell heroically on the battlefield. Here, the Einherjar, as these chosen warriors were called, would feast lavishly, drink endless mead, and engage in daily combat practice, honing their skills in preparation for the ultimate cosmic showdown, Ragnarok. It was a place of honor, camaraderie, and eternal readiness, reflecting a culture that valued courage, martial prowess, and a heroic death above all else. This belief instilled immense valor in Viking societies, making death in battle a desired fate rather than something to fear, shaping their entire worldview and military strategies. The ancient Greeks imagined a complex afterlife, a vast Greek underworld ruled by Hades, where souls navigated various realms determined by their lives. For the truly virtuous, heroes, and those favored by the gods, there was Elysium, a blissful paradise of perpetual spring and peace, akin to a perfect garden. For ordinary souls, the asphodel fields offered a shadowy, indifferent existence, a place of forgetfulness and wanderings. However, for the most wicked and impious, Tartarus lay below, a deep abyss of eternal torment and punishment, guarded by fearsome beings. Souls crossed the river Styx on Charon's ferry, paying their passage, and were often judged by figures like Minos, reflecting an ancient Greek moral framework that rewarded virtue and punished transgression even after death. Across many indigenous and animistic cultures, the concept of an ancestral realm or spirit world offers a profound connection between the living and the deceased. In these beliefs, the spirits of ancestors do not simply vanish. They continue to exist, often dwelling in a parallel dimension or within natural landscapes, maintaining a vital, active presence in the lives of their descendants. These spirits are revered, consulted, and believed to offer guidance, protection, or even warnings. Rituals, offerings, and ceremonies are often performed to honor and communicate with them, reinforcing community bonds and respect for tradition. This worldview fosters a deep connection to the past, emphasizing the continuity of family, culture, and a spiritual interconnectedness with the land and all living things. In stark contrast to spiritual afterlives, The concept of annihilation proposes a complete end to consciousness upon physical death. This non-religious or materialistic view suggests that our minds, thoughts, and personal identity are inextricably linked to the brain. When the brain ceases to function, so too does the self, dissolving into nothingness. There is no soul, no spirit that continues, and no external judgment or reward. This perspective is embraced by many atheists, agnostics, and philosophers like Epicurus, who argued that since death is the absence of sensation, it cannot be bad. The implication is profound. Rather than focusing on a post-mortem existence, the emphasis shifts entirely to making the most of this single, finite life, cherishing present moments and leaving a legacy through actions in the tangible world. For those who explore esoteric traditions and New Age spirituality, the astral plane represents a fascinating non-physical dimension, often accessed through conscious projection or out-of-body experiences. Believers suggest that the soul or astral body can temporarily separate from the physical form, traveling through a vibrant, often dreamlike realm inhabited by other entities, spirit guides, or even deceased loved ones. This journey is described as a highly vivid and transformative experience, offering insights into universal truths and a broader understanding of reality beyond our physical senses. While not a permanent afterlife, it is seen as a proof of consciousness existing independently of the body, offering a glimpse into the soul's capabilities and potential destinations after death, shaping personal spiritual quests for deeper meaning. In Hindu philosophy, moksha represents the ultimate liberation from the cycle of rebirth, samsara, a profound spiritual achievement. It's not a place, but a state of perfect understanding and self-realization, where the individual soul, Atman, merges with the universal spirit, Brahman, realizing its true, eternal nature. Similarly, in Buddhism, nirvana is the extinguishing of desire and suffering, leading to a state of profound peace and freedom, escaping all worldly attachments and the cycle of rebirth. Both concepts describe an end to individual suffering and a release from karmic bonds, marking a spiritual awakening beyond ordinary comprehension. Achieving this state requires rigorous spiritual practice, ethical living, and deep meditation, offering a path to ultimate serenity and an end to all forms of worldly existence. For many followers of Wicca and other pagan traditions, the Summerland is a beautiful, peaceful realm, serving as a tranquil pagan rest for souls between incarnations. It's often envisioned as an idyllic, fertile landscape where spirits can recover from their earthly lives, reflect on their experiences, and reunite with deceased loved ones, animal companions, and spirit guides. This realm is considered a place of learning and preparation, where souls assimilate the lessons of their past life before choosing to be reborn into a new one. The Summerland reinforces a cyclical worldview, emphasizing the natural rhythms of life, death, and rebirth, providing comfort and a sense of continuity for those who believe in an ongoing journey of spiritual growth and renewal within the natural world. Within Catholic doctrine, purgatory is an intermediate state, a realm of cleansing fire where souls undergo purification before they can enter the perfect holiness of heaven. It's not a permanent destination like heaven or hell, but a temporary condition for those who died in God's grace but still need to atone for venial sins or temporal punishment due to forgiven mortal sins. Souls in purgatory are assured of eventually reaching heaven, but they endure a process of suffering and spiritual refinement. The living can assist these souls through prayers, masses, and acts of charity, demonstrating a profound spiritual connection between the earthly and the post-mortem. This belief underscores the Church's teaching on divine mercy and the importance of ongoing spiritual growth and intercession. What if our entire reality is merely a sophisticated computer program, a digital afterlife crafted by a more advanced civilization? Simulation theory posits that our universe, and everything within it, is a simulated environment, much like a hyper-realistic video game. If this is true, then death might not be an end, but a logging off or a transition to another level of the simulation. Our consciousness could be a program that gets rebooted, uploaded to a new simulated environment, or perhaps even transferred to the base reality where our creators reside. This futuristic concept challenges our understanding of existence, raising questions about free will, the nature of reality, and whether technological advancement could someday allow us to design our own forms of digital persistence, fundamentally changing how we view death and beyond. Imagine a future where death is no longer inevitable, thanks to technological breakthroughs that allow for an uploaded mind. This concept, central to transhumanism, envisions scanning and transferring human consciousness, our memories, personality, and identity, into digital formats, advanced robotics, or artificial intelligence. Individuals could then exist indefinitely, free from biological decay, potentially inhabiting virtual worlds or even new synthetic bodies. This offers a radical form of cyber-immortality, pushing the boundaries of what it means to be human and challenging traditional notions of the soul. While currently a theoretical aspiration, it sparks intense debates about ethics, personal identity, and the very definition of life, promising an afterlife not of spiritual realms, but of data and code. From ancient mythologies to cutting-edge science fiction, humanity's quest to understand what lies beyond has birthed an incredible tapestry of beliefs. Each vision offers comfort, a moral compass, or a path to understanding our place in the cosmos. These aren't just stories. They are the foundations of cultures, driving forces behind human actions, and deeply personal interpretations of our ultimate destiny. Which of these afterlives resonated most with you, or perhaps surprised you the most?